guys, my name is Hensley. This is my AEP 858 Module 17. This is kind of what my data analysis protocol looks like. As an administrator, you need to get with your superintendent or your building leadership team or whatever you have organized to look at data, and you need to look at your data collection and get it organized into how you want to present it to your staff and your school. Next, you need to analyze and review the data, put it all together, figure out what's going on, what you can find from the data, and so on and so forth. And then you need to implement and track the data. How are you going to, what implementations are you going to make for changes and such things like that? How are you going to track the data into the future and keep track of everything? So all three of those kind of go together. And then from Bernhard and the readings that we had in our modules, some questions you need to ask yourself and your building leadership team is: where are we now? Where do we want to be? What gaps are there? And how do we go about closing those gaps? And as you can see, all three of these go together, tie in all together with each other. Here's my data organizer, that when I review the data, I will do this myself, and I will also give this to my staff and teachers when we review the data. So obviously here it's the topic of data. What are we looking at? What does the data tell us? Some strengths that you can see from the data, and what are some weaknesses you can see from the data? What suggestions do you give to improve on the data? And what can we do to get better scores? And obviously the last thing is, what resources are needed to improve and get better? Do we need to go apply for some grants? And what are some other funding ideas that we could use to improve our school and our student success? So that's my data organizer. Like I said, I would have my teachers fill this out on their own. Once they've finished filling that out, we can put it all together and gather some ideas that each teacher has, and maybe go from there. Here is my data analysis protocol one more time. Again, like I said, all three of those connect to each other, and we need to be able to answer those 4 questions down at the bottom. Thanks.